And hello! Access Steam features from the overlay while playing. I'm Damien, aka the Steam features, which is totally not who I am, but I'm Damien, and I am Gamien. It's Terra Memoria time, and I would absolutely give you a great, awesome recap. I got no freaking clue what we're doing right now. I have completely forgot, so how about we, one of these buttons will show us. No, I don't want the guy's button. There we go. One of these buttons would show us where we are in the game. So, specifically, story-wise, we are looking to head down to Redland, which is not a down, but to the side. We are in a weird nebulous space right now, a spiritual realm, as it were. But we are wanting to go head down to Redland, I guess, to the Hyena Refuge. And to the Hyena Refuge. No, the mayor's at Sash. I think I don't have any hyena took it. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to Redland. We got various other things we could potentially do as well. Because we got, a fair bit of in-progress things. Eat, sing, love. We need to find YOLO. You don't grab live by the horns, or just pass me by. And live to catch a train. You want to hear a new course, possibly also somewhere in Redlands. A threat more like an opportunity. We have to study remarkable carcass specimens. Which we would do by going to a place that requires higher level than we are. Washed out blacksmiths want us to forge some weapons. We should head over there and see if we can't do that yet. Because I don't remember what they need from us. There's one more thing we might be able to find about carcasses somewhere. I feel like that would be... It says right there, inconstance, but we were unable to find that. We wanted a lot. We have a bunch of more Karsak altars that still want us to find and clean up. And we bring a misplaced triangle, a lost screwdriver, and a misplaced magnifying glass to Zenithil at begin. Who knows where any of that stuff is? I don't. We are instead somewhere here in Redland. Okay, so we started getting up into Redland in general now, it seems. That's a plant that we can obtain. That's water that we can't go through. Let's look at my party as a reminder to myself. We have all these various things. The various characters. Moshang. He has to find shrines of his stuff to be able to re-obtain the things, or to obtain his new abilities. We have to defeat, whatchamacallums? Enemies. Not enemies. The fox spirits or whatnot that, she summons and stuff, and that is what I guess the last thing we did was we got this Mirage guy here. And she has other things she runs into to obtain new abilities. I don't quite remember what hers exactly were, but yeah. And these are support fellas. We got a cookbook, we got a crafting book, and we got settings. Okay. It's the book from Redlands. This, I imagine, is where we came from. It is indeed. We also, in theory, as it were, have this whole town to build and, set up and place in the correct locations and everything. I want to go to Constance, though. Of course, I do not remember the plot, really, at all, if the game even had much of a plot to begin with. Because I feel like we are all kind of... I know individual characters have their own things they're doing. I guess that's technically the plot. Moshang is kind of along for the ride. Big plot right now is find Syl's grandmother, a.k.a. her guardian spirit, ancestral spirit. Mosheng's just kind of along for the ride because he is all like, I am here. I have to help people, find constancy and stuff. We found Meta in a building or in a cave sort of situation. We're kind of trying to determine who/what she is and her connection to the carcasses and everything. Edson wishes to study carcasses and find and build a better world than relying on crystals. That's also what we're trying to do. I now remember as I'm rambling. We are trying to solve the crystal shortage, as it were, and chase down the people who seem to have been stealing crystals and figure out what the heck's going on there. Opal is along for the ride for that part because she's like, we can't just let them steal crystals and crap. And Alto is, I've said along for the ride too many times, but he's along for the ride because it'll make a good story and you'll get good songs out of it. He digs our vibe. Okay, you want me to use your anvil to make weapons. That would be making a weapons crate in which we need wood and construction supplies. Okay. Opal made the weapons reluctantly, but eventually admitted that a little violence is sometimes necessary. Construction supplies we have not figured out. I think we have to potentially make unto themselves or find /buy elsewhere. And wood we just have to obtain. How do we obtain it? I imagine... Floor embellishments. We do not have the money for any of these floors, which is a disappointment because I totally could make a cool floor. And you are selling potted plants and things, I imagine, also to go into my town. Furniture to go into my town. An object waiting and for it to be lovingly arranged in a cute little corner. And that's a pontoon, bulletin board. I could afford this colorful bench or this small bulletin board. Or a bucket. Or a trash can. Anyway, none of that is quite what we want, because what we're after here, I'm very tempted to just kind of look up. Look for information on carcasses. But we wandered all over town, found 2 of the information about carcasses, and that was all we got. And that was weird. There. That's the way down and out in various situations. All these are people we have talked to plenty. I have heard of the Selfless Mages. We did a thing for you, I think. We're technically alongside or some such situation. There's a trash can. I do remember last time we spent a fair amount of time wandering in here. And probably ultimately decide... Yeah, there's a bulletin board. This is the train station again, okay. Probably ultimately just kind of deciding, you know what, I'm gonna just, what do you call it? She's still here, so we can't use that thing from Oshang because he's like, I will use this later. That is what I will do, because, I cannot concentrate here. Can't make a new mare until we get the sash for some dumb reason. Blah, blah, blah. Do I have an indication of... Okay, that must be all items, ingredients, and pins. Official pass. Document signed by the mayor. Looks superficial with the wax seal on it and all. A dorm key to let us up in the dorm. A wristband. I don't know why we have that. Expired tickets. Yeah, we don't. I don't think we have anything we have nothing found of those lost items. We might not find them because they're probably not here. Excuse me. I'm just kind of doing the wander. Desperately hoping to find something new and or to rack my brain about something and be like, oh, right, that's what. But quite frankly, we probably just need to progress this story, and things will either show up or I'll be like, let me just look it up real quick because we're far beyond my brain being able to retain any information about what is lost or where they will go. And those lost tools probably aren't even here. That is the son of the two people who went to begin. And his decisioning with that was like, I'm going to go to begin, or their decision, like, we're going to go to begin and, start a new thing. Because quite frankly, constancy kind of sucks. Given everything about it that we know thus far, has continued to imply that the point of it is to indeed remain constant. Make everything stay the same way they are forever. Don't rock the boat. Never improve. Even though, it's like, well, this is just your new constancy now. It's a weird thing. All I know is a lot of people, like everyone here, like everyone who's here, like, we want to stay, we don't want to make things, we don't want things to change. Or else was I going to check for something? Probably in the next town. Now that's what we wanted. We don't know where. We gotta find more of those. We have failed to do so far. And otherwise go to Redland. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go to Redland. Although the guidebook should be able to tell us. I don't want tutorials. Does one of these indicate to us where we can get wood? Alright, the answer seems to be no. If I recall correctly, if we talk to her... Oh. We buy wood from her. Okay. We could buy wood. We could buy construction supplies, but that costs money. We go over here to build the things. Right, and that requires the various things. So I can't afford to buy construction supplies. Or, I mean, we could afford wood, but not construction supplies, so... Right, and you want me to build you things to help. We built your stupid bridge and put you next to it. That's what you wanted. Right, everyone just wants a bunch of things that we cannot afford. Because crap costs money that I don't have. So let's just get going and fight and win. Which might get me money. Unless it'll get me fights. Okay, you can turn all your things into heals. Your things are weak to water here. Oh. You are willing to change elements of things. Not really super duper helpful outside of that one, I guess. those things. Resistance takes less damage. Right. And bro, once you lose your resistance, you'll lose your resistance when your shield's broken. Right, right. I remember now how you are. But unfortunately, none of these things are... You're not weak to any of this, so these are all single target abilities. So we're going to use that one to break your shield. Motion just real slow on the uptake, I guess. Change the crystal. Alright, I have a fast forward button. And from that we obtain experience, and that's it. Okay, so no money from battle. That's Amaranth. These are piles of books. This is a fishing spot where we get one algae. So what you're telling me is I'm not allowed to go this way because there's piles of books. Got it. Fight me. These rocks are yellow. Little Stone Wrath. Yep, yep, yep. Hooray! We got some rocky spices that time at least, but still not really anything. That's not what I wanted this one. Yes, I guess we're just kind of vaguely following this path down there, huh? I say vaguely because, you know, there's still plenty of potential wandering we can also do. Smack it with our strongest abilities, like we've been doing. Because it is not a particularly difficult battle system. Okay, once again, everything going in that direction. That's a walk button. Everything we're walking as hard as we can already. They will all probably level up. Everyone will level up when we go to take another nap. So let's across the bridge. Literally nothing, huh? It goes like this. Two guys have been wandering around Redland for several days. They're dying of thirst. One of them says, I've got an infallible trick to fight thirst. You gotta suck on pebbles. But there's not a single pebble for miles and miles around. They lie on the ground, completely desperate. If we could find a river, we'd be saved. You're right, the other mused. You can always find pebbles at the bottom of a river. Dot, dot, triple dot. That was amusing, yes. We don't need to listen to that again. Well, I feel like there was something about listening to a rock somewhere at some point. We've now done that. All that rock... Ooh, 3 enemies this time. All that rock wanted to do was tell jokes, though. Yeah, fight me. We need levels and stuff, I guess. Some more rocky spices. That's good, at least, I guess. Shopkeeper, for what little help that'll actually do us. And sure, we'll just take the nap to level up. Nice. Don't have the means to cook anything. Don't have the wood or construction supplies still. Have I made one of those? No. Well, I guess we can craft one then. Ooh. I've already forgotten what it does, though. Who would that best be for? Right, lowers ice power, increases fire, lightning, and defense. Unless we remove your cure. Nobody has fire, lightning. But you also don't have ice, but you do have lightning, so I guess we can give it to you. We'll replace that one. Alright. Going to sleep. Stones, gems, and pebbles. Stones, gems, and pebbles. Yep, I got gray rock, red rock. All kinds of rock for you. What fun. What does this say? Rock that way. Well, it's this way. The wrong one again. There we go. This way we theoretically leave this area. And now we're back here in some capacity. But we've not obtained this before. Poem's last verses. Under the sun's ardor, my old timbers crackle. We've heard something similar before, have we? Egg. Oh, I need to get down there. Hi. Alrighty. Carcass is destroyed. We got iron ore from that. Cool. Man, we get a lot of eggs here. Carcass fight back there already. Forgotten ore. Neat. Who knows who might have forgotten it. Battle is beginning. Oh no, the hair longer than I am. Ooh, by a fair bit. Noted. Ow. That took half your health. That hurt. Unexpected. That's fine. We've done it. A large feather. We were missing a large feather. Money and egg. So we go up this way. I see more books. Can't talk to you. Oh, this is the hyena refuge. Fair enough. Would have expected this elsewhere, not... Oh, it's literally on the other side of that bridge, huh? Let yourself be guided, as my colleague A suggested. Another form of constancy. We completely didn't get money. Man, we might actually have money now. 700 money. Steady holes, small holes, large holes, and regular holes as well. Get back to Sash. Get back to Sash. Sash? Sound familiar. I must have buried it around here somewhere. It's very important that we get it back to Constance. Oh, really? Oh, too bad. I had big plans for it. But if you say it's important, I'll give it back to you. Okay. When? Oh, as soon as you completed the mission Jaddy had entrusted to you, of course. Oh, the great mage Jaddy, the carcasses. The big hole. Don't tell me you've forgotten. I have. Thank you for reminding me. I'm offended. You've been sent from Constance to help me with a case involving a hole full of carcasses. A really important mission. Yes, the hole. Right. Do you know where it is? Of course I know where it is. You think I'm some kind of shoddy holeologist? The hole is somewhere to the west, on the other side of the bridge. More or less. You know what I mean, Acoustic measurements indicate the presence of a very large number of carcasses. Although it's barred by a door. Strange for a hole, don't you think? Okay, so let's go back to that place. We're already going to investigate that. No matter the situation, there's always a good reason to dig a hole. Always. And you are keen to dig deeper, I can feel it. If you manage to get inside, collect as much information as possible about the hole and the carcasses. Oh, and if you can get rid of the huge threat lurking down there, that'd be swell. When you have completed your exploration, take this information back to Constance. As for me, I've got some shoveling to do. I'll be waiting for you when you come out of the hole to hand you Constance's sash, Okay. We have talked to Nya at the Rogue's Hyena Camp. We can find information on the carcasses, find information on the giant hole, and eliminate the threat at the bottom of the big hole. We've also talked to Nya about the mare stuff, and now we need to explore the big hole. We got a lot of reasons to look at that hole. Redlands, prettiest succulents. Redlands, prettiest succulents. Wait, that came out wrong. Look, it's bushes and grass and stuff. All you need for a picnic. Food. Ooh, lots of food. It's so expensive. Why are these ones so expensive? We need five of those. One more of those. Two more of those. And that's where everything's expensive again. We'll buy those ones. And you sell grass. Okay. I'm sorry, did I say sandgrass? Sandgrass F. Okay, there we go. And here's a forge. So here's a thing for us to cook at, and here's a forge for us to build the things at. Like a phone booth that requires one small diode. That's not a phone booth at all. Ooh. Water, fire, speed, I think. And no, less wind. We'll make it. We've made one egg. Who wants egg? Speed. One was fire. What was the other one? Fire and water. You have no water. You have water. You have no fire. You have a lot of speed already. A lot of speed, you have water. That's a lot of power. That powers up your earth. Make your water a little bit. You have no fire yet. Let's just give that to you anyway. More plant life, okay. Might try to nice sell the old unsold stocks of other Terra shopkeepers. Business is not that great, but throwing those items away would be to forget them. If you're interested, take a look at my sack. I will take a look in your sack. After we get forgotten ore and the small diode, but we cannot afford a small diode. I mean, we could if we, like, sold stuff, but I am not in a position to feel like we should sell stuff as of yet, still. Those books in the middle of the road? All the books from the Constance dump end up here. Nothing can halt a constancy, Sure, but how do we get through? If the books bother you, then why don't you remove them? Won't that bother your colleague across the bridge? She seems to want to read all the books. Eh? Read all the books? She's pulling your leg. She's completely blind! Well, I guess we're gonna clear books. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't appreciate that we indeed just shoved it all off into the river, but... Hey! Did you hear that? Hear what? I don't know. It sounded like hundreds of books being thrown over the bridge at the same time. Nope, didn't hear anything like that. Wow, that's so beautiful. Breathe, relax, and let yourself be guided, okay? Sure, except we're not going that way at the moment. But now I'm curious what, is elsewhere. Egg. 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 I mean, that's what I just mean, like, if we return where we came from, what's down the rest of this path then? Like, you have it, you're motioning towards, you motioning towards a cube because it's a puzzle. They all have to be hit at the same time. Thank you. Okay, so if we pull that there, that's now 2 away from 1. That's 2 away from 1. That's already 2 away from 1. And... okay, that's not getting hit, though. So we want 1 to hit that. Require that. Like right there. Nothing hitting that. Ba-ba-bum. And that's too close anyway. Think about this. This fires this direction, that fires that, and down. So if the point is to get them... Now the point can't be to get them all to shoot from directly across from it, because that would then be impossible. So we could put that there. We did that. Okay, we could put that there. That would automatically shoot that one. That could automatically shoot that one. That could automatically shoot that one. Then the problem, then we got nothing shooting that, and we got nothing shooting that, and that shoots twice. So it seems like the only way to get that one correctly is to put that there. This here would shoot. And then we're still missing one for that. So we need to be able to, like, actually get this one. Is it even possible to get that one to shoot 3? Yes. If we put this one here, it would shoot 3, but the problem is that it hits this one right away and the other one's in 2. But maybe that's okay, question mark? No, that's not okay. Oh, or is it? No, because on that one still, because the best way we could do that is like that. That one's still getting shot too soon. Then we'll move this here, and that hits those two. Which means we're missing. We need 3 hit, and 3 cannot be hit. And double verify by switching position again. Literally none of those can be moved. Can we rotate these? We can. Okay, that's what it is. I couldn't remember. I did not remember we could rotate these. So, but with that there, that shoots those. Okay, there we go. It's done. I'd remembered that I could rotate them. That would have been much faster. But whatever, it's fine. Let's get Mosang and new power. This tree radiates with a powerful magic. Mosang has unlocked a new water skill. Okay. What? Ooh, that's entirely new to you, which means if we wanted to, we could set you to water and fire, and that would make you using egg much more useful because you also don't have any wind. We won't have any, we would not have any, what is lightning? Oh, just lightning, right. We would not have a cure-all at all, but perhaps we don't need that. Also, if we, just get the bard on him, then it won't matter. Good, we'll have a cure-all then. Get out of here, Mosang. No one wants to see you. Okay, we have obtained new power once more. Which, save, perhaps make a little bit of food. Unless it was for the level ups. Ooh, not level ups, level up. No food. Alrighty. I don't remember the levels inside that cave. One egg destroyed. And 2 eggs destroyed. We obtained egg. Where am I? Gotta go down this way. This way. Egg. Ooh, and a feather. Good. There we go, more egg destruction. And egg obtainment. Egg. Hi, I'd like to level up, please. Oh, we can't rest here, we can only cook. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the means to cook anything. So I thought I saw something pop up. 34 Septil via 0 minus 27 memo to Latrice Ta, Mayor of Constance. Rising crystal prices are putting a strain on the population. How do we get here? I'm having doubts if this is just in-time production, as it seems unable to provide the residents with constant means of communication, lighting, and heating. Let's hope this crisis is soon behind us and everything returns to constancy. Fortunately, that didn't count as the information we wanted / needed. I guess what I saw before is the save icon popping up. That is fair that I didn't rub up against all the walls. PSA: fantasy is an exercise bicycle for the mind. It might not take you anywhere, but it tones up the muscles that can. Of course, I could be wrong. Nah, fantasy is awesome. Alright, well, we continue back across this way. And there's the hole. Here's some mirrors. Maybe get a level up before we go. Ooh. Well, 29 on 2 of them, 28 on the 1. I don't remember what the enemies in here were level like, sure we'll find out. And if it works out okay, then we'll just continue. If not, we'll level up a couple more times. It's fine. Hello, carcasses. We're of level now. Okay. Bum, bum. I was just checking. Say if that's just an automatic level for everyone, then it's obviously going to be a level for the one. But if everyone got a level from that, it's like, yeah, no, we'll just pop back out and take another nap. Ooh, another small diode. Another small diode. Ooh, and forgotten ore. And, you know, experience, of course. Okay, scaring throat. Wow, it's huge. This place is Wonderland at the tip of a screwdriver. Maybe you should wait a sec before you start taking things apart. Who could have built this place? Meta?
I'm not Bill. I'm Doug. Dug as deep as possible. I am well. It says right there. Well.
Huh? You can understand what this wall says?
Not very well. I'm not in tune. I'm not enough machine. But I will try. I am well number 0100. I'm reading. Max depth reached. Power reserves critical. Mission failed.
Whatever they were looking for, they didn't find it. All this work for nothing. They must have been really desperate. Huh. I wonder how old this place is. Even a dump doesn't have books this old, if you ask me.
This world was dug long ago. I feel as old as Meta. Maybe even older.
We found information on the hole. Alrighty, and there's a fly saw this time. They are impatient little bastards. Yep, how impatient. The fly saw takes a turn instead. And there we go. More ore and diodes. Sure. A rock for you. Hey, fly saw took another turn before we even did anything. Wow. Well, one is actually weaker than it. Let's do it that way, even though it's a weaker ability. Didn't seem like it really did much, but hey. Yeah, there we go. All down. Oh my gosh, another fight against them. Who would have thunk it? A new one.
This machine is in a lot of pain. Like the carcasses, I am suffering.
Suffering? That's rich. They're the ones who attacked first.
There are words here. I feel them. I am reading. Automatons are weak. Sub-maintenance failed. Oct balancing error. Fun required.
Quite cryptic. Is that all?
Or someone left under. Day after day, the robots drill, thump, haul. The noise is deafening. The city's topside are fading into obscurity, and yet keep sending us their supplies and resources. We're digging deeper and deeper, and for what? There's nothing for us at the bottom. Everyone says not to give up, that the readings show our salvation awaits us below, that we just have to dig a little more. But I don't believe anymore. The robots are starting to fail. One by one they power down. Hope fades, but if the machines fall silent, at least we can go in peace.
It's super depressing. Wait, robots? So the carcasses are remains of digging machines from way, way back? Oh, a team of hundreds of robots all working together. Oh, that's the dream. Why would those machines attack anyone if they're only programmed to work? And what could have caused them to wake up after all this time? If only they'd stop fighting long enough to explain it to us. We found information on the carcasses themselves. Down we go. Oh, is this what we came from? Wrong button. Of course that doesn't help. Oh, this is going down, so I imagine this isn't the direction I came from. A sleep spot. Heck yeah. Mostly just for the sake of leveling up somewhere. Delicious levels.
But I don't have the money or the means to obtain more food. I would like more food making.
Oh, well. Oh. Oh, a sleeping creature. What's it doing all alone at the bottom of this huge hole? What's this? Hi. Tunneler. Ow. Luckily, all is attached to our healer. And we're going to be using that. Moves forward in the timeline when attacked by enemies is what the growl does. Fair enough. I feel like we want to get rid of your friends first and foremost. Dum-da-dum. Yep, that's what you do. Oh, I guess with you having a bard attached to you, all of your things are also heals, so that's also helpful. Well, you're almost going first anyway, Mr. Tunneler. Ow. Okay. Okay, you can't go forward in the timeline because you're in front of people. There's people in front of you, so we should be able to just... I don't like having all of us go behind. Oh, no, he jumped ahead. He did jump ahead still. Fair enough. We're not against power. Bear dog. Quite frankly, I don't want you doing anything fly saw. I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure you die with the attack. Evasion hurts everyone. You heal everyone. Should hopefully kill Were-Dog. Hell yeah. Tunneler got grumpied, but it's fine because. Oh, you're still missing more than. Yeah, that's fine. Rockfall. Krista. And Tunneler defeated. Not actually that hard. Oh, this carcass specimen. We got some forgotten ore and a lot of experience. Oh, this carcass specimen was amazing and very well preserved. I nabbed a little fragment. Hopefully no one will mind. Good idea. You could get a good price for it. You want to sell it? You're crazy. I've studied carcasses for so long, trying to master their technology. I can learn a lot from taking them apart and repurposing them. We got them to thank for those arms and those legs. But I still don't understand how they can work without crystals. I wonder if that's why they woke up so suddenly. Maybe whatever was powering them came back. Well, the plant is awake now. One day I'll crack their secret. Hey, check this out. That creature's awakened. Swiss cheese memory. Venture into an ancient well. And we've completed the middle portion of the carcass problem. Now we have to talk to Jadi and get money. We've explored the egg holes. Now we have to go talk to Nya to get the sash and then money. Hi.
Music, music.
Whoa, it's singing. It's not a... What is that? It's not a flat or a sharp. Is that like a neutral rest? And if it is, then that's not music. Neutral rest music. No, it's not. What is that? I've definitely seen it on music before. Sheet, music, symbols. Here we go. Here's a big old list. Except that this is going to be a teeny tiny picture that doesn't do me any good, because why would it? Natural. As opposed to sharp or flat. Okay. I did have the starting letter correct, at least. Which is surprising to me, but hey. Anyway. So, basically, I feel like you only see the naturals pop up, though. Because normally, it is always set in natural. But I know you can set it at the start of the staff to be like, hey, by the way, this is going to be, all of these are going to be in flat. And then you do a natural. Then you put the natural symbol and it's like, okay, it's not actually flat this time. Like when you're setting the default. But anyway. What's this poor defenseless creature doing at the bottom of this huge hole? Quarter note, 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 quarter note. I am a familiar melody. I am the sound of ages past. What? You can understand what it's saying? I understand, because I am. I knew creatures like this once. We were both made of the same song. They recognize me, but can't tell me who I am. But are they? What? But are they down here? Were they looking for crystals? Probably. Why are they down here? Aren't they scared of the carcasses? They say they've been working, turning the automatons again and again, but there are too many of them. Excuse me. They're complaining about understaffing, saying this project is a bust.
They say we owe them 5,000 years of overtime, and that they're clocking out now.
Hey, what the? Well, so that's a creature of the past. Oh my gosh. Hey, psst, over here. I will talk to you in a moment because you're probably going to tell me that you know a shortcut to get out of here. You should not be down here. But I have a feeling that's what you're going to tell me all the same. Meta? How is it you understand what the machines on the whale are saying?
I don't know. I feel that I'm ancient. At least as old as this whale.
How could this be?
When I was rock, I was able to sleep for a long time. A very, very long time.
But isn't the real question why'd you wake up? And why now? Yeah. I think it has to be linked with the carcasses. They're ancient too, and they've woken up. My poor Meta, I don't know who you could help us understand who you are.
I transform. I change into others. And the hopes of being understanding, but in the end, I am everything. And I am nothing. Do we really need to know who we are to know where we're going? I hope not.
I am the beginning and I am the end. I know a sure can get here. Want to see? Sure. Here we go. I don't know how you got down here, child, but sure. Now, that's a hole in a wall or I'm knotting ya. It was infested with carcasses. Did you learn anything interesting? The carcasses have another name. Robots. Rabbits. They don't look all that cute and fluffy to me. And they shouldn't be aggressive. They are ancient workers built to serve. Interesting. What could have made them aggressive? They can't stand our mugs. That's so hot about our era. I mean, that... Real. Have they turned against their creators? We don't know about their creators, which would mean they lost. It's scary. You better take this information back to Concert. And the mail sash? Of course, the sash coming right up. How impatient. Hooray, we've got... Yeah. Now we need to bring the sash to Catalan. Ah, we got it. Okay, we got money with the sash. That's what that was about. Cool, cool. How much money do we have now? Not much still. In fairness, I did spend some of it. But, God. The game is super stingy with cash. I wonder how much of it is if they expect me to be, like, shelling my stuff more than I am. It is hard to know. Back to Constance. I am back in Constance. Where's the way up to the mirrors? This way. To the higher terrace. I guess we'll talk to the old lady first. Get some money from that. Nice machines. The carcasses. Is that a joke, Mosang? These rusty piles of scrap are attacking us. Every mage I could spare is out fighting them off. I'm just reporting what we've learned. The logs indicate there were robots created to dig those wells. Their tech is incredible. With some work, I'm sure I could find a way to fix these machines. Fix them? And why would you want to do such a thing? Because we can learn from them. With their crystallis technology, we could power everything. We wouldn't need to rely on crystals or selfless mages anymore. Constancy, save me from the naivete of youth. Who is this rude young man? Don't mind him, Jody. Edson's a little short on manners, but he's a good guy at heart, and very smart, too. But even if those carcasses had a good heart themselves, they wouldn't erase the chaos they're wreaking. I wanted you to find a way to stop them, not improve them. We can't wait around for mythical technologies to manifest while the carcasses are wreaking havoc. If we don't do something to stop these monsters, the worst may be yet to come. What do the carcasses want from us? As if constancy wasn't hard enough to maintain already. Can we do this now? Breathe, Mojang. No, not again. I'm come back another time. Right, yeah, you just will not do it while she's standing there. Because she won't fucking shut up and just let him do it. Hi, I got your sash. Do you have the sash? The only thing left is to pick a new mirror. Let me think for a second. I might have an idea. There, done. Constantly has given us a new mirror. What? That was fast? You people have to report to make, right? Well, go in there now. The new mayor's waiting for you. Oh yeah, we've done the thing. And now we can report to the mayor and get money. I had a feeling because it literally just, shuffled over to her and be like, hey, you're just a random person to do it. So, you're the new mayor of Constance? Weren't you the gardener? That's right. I'm a real budding community leader. They said I was the right person for the job. On account of me already being here, taking care of the city hall gardens and all. I said, hey, I'll do my best. After all, people, plants, it's all the same thing. They both need water? Yep. Some, but not too much. Although now you'll need to consult Catalan for all gardening matters. I'm too high up for that. Mayor Domi, we've investigated the crystal shortage. Our report is as follows. Thieves hijacked the fields and stole... hey, let's get right to the core. Great constant mage Jadi told me all about it. We'll be in a pickle without you. Everything's all right now, thanks to your investigation. The selfless mages really stepped up and nipped all of our problems in the bud. But there's still so much to uncover. Who were the thieves? Where did the crystals go? I've got more urgent business I need you guys to investigate. We can't keep worrying about the past. We gotta tend to the seeds of our future. Besides, you're the only investigators I've got. So, or at least I think you are. I'm not really sure anything works yet. I've got buckets of weird messages coming in about a big fight with the carcasses. Those little metal guys just won't stop. The town of Oxalis has been hit real bad. Sounds like carcasses have started pouring out of the dump. Anyway, great constant mage Jadi will give you the details. Well, we've completed the report at least, but now we have to go help another town. Woo. I'm not sure the new mayor has her priorities in order, but she has projects at least. Domi's entrusted me with the implement of our first flagship measure as mayor of Constance. Make Constance bloom anew. I'll entrust you with a crate of plants. All you have to do is arrange them in the planters and pots you find all around the city. Sure. Here's one. Here's another. That's a trash can. Apparently doesn't count. Fair enough. We worked so hard for this investigation, the new mayor doesn't even care. I guess the selfless mages took over so smoothly, no one needs crystals anymore. I do. My arms work on crystals. I can't have a selfless mage following me around all the time. My crystal supply is already running low. What am I going to do when I run out? And I want to know what happened. Chaco's my home. Or Chalco, one or the other. I grew up listening to the Crystal Fields singing. Even if we don't know why, there's no doubt someone stole them. I dug a tunnel through a solid mountain to take them out west. That's a lot of work to get crystals to the ocean. Well, what else is out west? Let's see. Oxalis is west of here. Also my hometown, Facto City, if you take a boat. And there's the city of Optiu, out on the islands of the Azuri Archipelago. All my biggest gigs are in Optiu. That town knows how to party. That's a lot of ground to cover. We make crystal-powered devices in Facto City. We always have a steady supply. Maybe someone there will know something? But the only way to get there is through Oxalis, which is currently at war with the Carcasses. I guess the crystal investigation is on hold until we can clear out a path to west. I hope my arms will last that long. I guess we're going to have to help Oxalis then. Okay, we're still standing there, just making sure I didn't miss a pot. Okay, we're to the 5th terrace. Alright, and then over here, planter, pot, planter, pot, 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 planter, pot. Oh. I feel like I didn't actually plant 10 of them, but okay. Shrug. Go back to the mayor. I wonder if we're of a level to visit another spirit. I did the thing. Sorry, I talked to the wrong one. I did the thing. I first had my doubts about this plant business, but if it can put a smile back on the face of the residency, Constancy won't be worse off. Money. We now have 2,000 money. We could potentially, like, you know, get stuff. Alright, you know what? Wrong buttons for everything. I want to go here. Where I can hit. We need to spend our money to do that. What do we get from this? I don't know, probably money. Information on the carcasses. Alright, you know, I'm just gonna friggin'... I do not care enough to be like, let me stumble through and find that. Oh no. Oh no. Steam Guides has almost nothing. I'm not surprised, but that it is a problem I had considered and did not consider quite hard enough. Okay, what is the name of the quest? Crowd written guide. Terra, Memoria, Crown written guide. A book behind a green lizard in the dump. More and more carcasses have been seen in the wild. If you don't even dig very deep to find any more of them. It's as if they were brought to the surface by some mechanism that I can't explain, and I believe to be similar to the emergence of the crystal fields. All this aside, it's a boon to all that new engineers of this world, considering how generous in material those mines of scrap are. Ah, are you interested in carcasses? As you can read, carcasses have been part of the scenery for a long time. However, they used to be inanimate, hence the name. To think that people would take them apart to recycle the components. Nowadays, you gotta have some guts to try and harvest them for materials. Hooray! We're now done with that thing. Or write something mark. Okay, yeah. You see, that's the thing. The fact that it was like indicated is like, hey, it's just here in this city. I'm like, I have a feeling that's gonna be worth like no money. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. We're just gonna find out where I messed up and get it taken care of. Get it cleared out because frick. And I think we gathered enough information on the carcasses to write something. And I hope that our words will appear in all of Terra's guides. Whoa, teeny tiny chunk of money. Oh, and now we have a thing for a guide. High-tech machine or magical creature? Most people don't know about that. Don't think about that. And neither should you. If you've got one of these things in front of you, carcasses 101. 1. The carcasses used to be inanimate. 2. They've woken up. 3. They've got an explosive temperament. If you use the salvage them materials, stop. For the love of constancy. There are exactly 3 kinds. The were-dog. The whole middle of the face is a cannon. The vacayoon. They will suck up anything, especially life. And the fly saw. They put the fly in fly saw. But we haven't forgot about the saw. We got a guidebook page out of it. Whoa. Hey, do you sell more food stuff? Like, can I just buy from you? What do you sell? Oh, plants. What do you sell? No, you still just sell what you sold before. Oh, no, here we go. Never mind, you do sell everything. Apparently we need more creme. I shouldn't be doing this right now, though. And so I won't. Because we need to buy the things in Begin to come back here and do their dumb thing first. And that's the only quest we have here. Then we have figured this one out. But we have barely been anywhere to be able to check that, so I'm not too concerned about finding that one. Yalusha, maybe some others, I am concerned about that, but we're not. Wait. Can't be that far, and there's some lovely people who'd be eager to help. I.e. do more things when I find your stupid stuff, okay? Like build more stuff. Yeah, we've done one of your things, and I just don't know where yours are yet, so... Okay, so yeah, the main thing to do is to go to Begin, get wood and a,
what do I call it?
Wood and a crate. I need some wood, not venerable wood, just wood. And construction supplies. My poor money. Back to Constance. Welcome in, Becca. I'd probably be a little belated on that, but I was on a different screen. Yeah. Clonk, since you're so old, maybe you know who Meta is and where she comes from? Hey, I'm a youngster compared to that old lady. So in your day, people didn't know about the old whales. What about carcasses? Well, they were actual carcasses. They didn't move around so much. When did they wake up? How would I know? I always have my nose on the grindstone. Literally. I'm sequestered. As a hammer, you shouldn't really be on the grindstone at all. It's working class oppression! Ha ha ha. Craft weapons crate. We've done the thing. Now we can get... Well, it's more money than we... It's more money than we spent on it, at least, I think. You're not Krog. Who the hell's Krog? Oh, right, the guy in the... over this way. We have forged some weapons to defend Constance. That's a lot of carcass kebabs waiting to happen. Oh, the relief, sir, and I'll finally be able to get back to my kitchen as I remember the voice I was doing. Hooray! Now I can go back to buying food crap that I need. Alrighty. I need 2 bananas. 7 avocados. We're already... Excuse me. We're already short so much. But I just want to see how much... Oh, God. Yeah, we can't afford that. Let's get rid of the avocados. And the sugar. And the olive oil. Jesus. And... Woo, we can afford 1 garlic, 1 apple, and 2 bananas. Maybe that'll still let us make something. Shake my head at the cost of food. Alright, let me make something. Nope. Okay, so let's look at it a different way. We need rice to make the wing don. We need mustard to make mustard stew. And a mushroom. We need straw for the papillote, whatever. We need 1 olive oil to make fish. 1 olive oil to make eggplant. 1 sugar. 1 sugar. Okay. So maybe if we just buy 1 olive oil and 1 sugar, maybe? We can't afford both. Well, I'm choosing the sugar then. Because that's what was already picked. Get my fox back out here. Hello, I'd like to do cooking. Oh, we have multiple options because of that. Do I want the disco sour? Not really. Let's go with the melon pan. Alright. Up, down, right, left. Hooray! Melon pan for everyone. That's all we can make. Go to sleep. I'm gonna refill my water. Alright. There's a question, though. Oh, there's the answer. About to say, I'm like, there's a question, though. How do we go west from here? And that would be how. By just going down and going west. We have to go west. Let me. That's a dilly of a pickle. I guess technically speaking is also... No, because that's the end of the line for the train as well. Maybe we need to talk to the captain. None of you are the captain. You, though. I didn't say it before, but I'm not really... No, you're not the captain either. The captain is the guy in the inn. I really it's not feasible to work both a day and a night job. Life in Constance is unbearable. Well, then leave this place. Where to? We know just the place. Begin. You might like it. And you don't have to herd 2 jobs at the same time, dear? I'll need to talk to Mum about that. Well, we got new people there. Hi, I need to go. The captain of the guard is appointed to south as mages with her shooting offense. Betrayal of the constancy. Yeah, well, screw you. I don't trust the selfless mages nor the constant mages, frankly. Welcome in, Lysergia. Back to being lightweight, but how do I get to the place? Right here. Oh, talk to Johnny. That would make sense. I wish I could scamper a little faster. I wonder how many more people here I could just be like, hey, you want to just leave? How about you? How do you sell crystals at such a rate? I don't set your price here. I got a great link to supply. Stuff is made to help us for free. I don't think anyone named Resident will want to join us. No, your name is Resident. Self-image will restore constancy. Don't you think we should go to Opu instead? Here, there are crystals there. We need to find people with names who want to talk to me and go to my town that I'm doing nothing with because it costs money. How about you? I'm not going to sit there washing laundry when there are these selfless mages who are willing to do it instead. I'm a blacksmith by trade. Well, as for me, I think I'm stuck with sewing. I'll stay with sewing. It's a credit to you. Okay, they don't want to join me. Yeah, my day, no easy job. You guys have real names? You won't even talk to me, that's fair. You're busy focusing on your game. What about you, child? You have a name, right? Do you want to join my town? You see me to be stronger. Right, you little terrible, terrible fish. You're all just resident. You have a name, but you specifically said you want to stay in Constance. Like a fool, or like to help your grandparents, or your parents, and other places such as Begin. How about you? The dump they spill over everywhere. Yeah, there's even some in the plaza. Tell me about it. It's time to send the shipment of old books to Hein. One of you guys in here want to help? We found a creature that claims to be 5,000 years older than us. 5,000 years? Is that like a long time? Let me do the math. If I'm, say, around 40, maybe 50 years or so. I forget it. It's not that important. Constancy keeps watch. You went there, and you went there with panache. Thank you for your contributions to hyena research. To think they always have been right here around us. Today, the crystal fields offer us their gift, power. My latest experiments have been conclusive. Soon the crystals will replace the strength of our arms, our legs, and perhaps even that of our hearts. Those who perceive it as a violation of the sacred stillness cannot see the constancy is smiling upon us. Always with the constancy. Alright. To the 7th terrace. So I can leave this dumb town again. Hi, I need to go to a place. The new mayor told us about the carcass attack. What should we do? Calamity! The people of Boxelsh have set up a relief camp at the edge of the village. Take the road west to the southern fields and meet me there. I can learn the thing now. Maybe. Quiet at last. This tree radiates with a powerful magic. Mojang learned lightning strike. Hooray! I now can cast lightning. Where? Right here. All right here. Replace water with lightning. But we have no power up to lightning. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. The important thing is we get out of here, Moshine. That we learned it. Now I can leave Constance. They let me through. Yay. Welcome to Southfield. Or at least it's side of Southfield. I feel like we've been, technically in Southfield before. We've been on the other side of it. To go the other way and stuff. Shooting or pointing? Let us guess, you're going to ask us to shoot or point, right? You leave that to me. All I ask is that you live and love every second of it. An easy task for once. Oh, you really think so? Keep on keeping on. Okay. I can probably do that in theory. Hear that? What? Music is the silence between the notes. Sometimes, though, I wouldn't mind a little company. It just so happens we know a singer who's looking for musicians. She's based in a new town called Begin. Moving away? To start a band? Sure, why not? Why not, indeed. We've gained 1 Milo. Ooh, a chest. 1 mushroom pin, eh? What does that one do? 20 defense and 4 speed. Jeez. Alright, who has a pin on that is on primarily for defense? That's on primarily for fire, I think. Fire does you no good. That's on for the lightning. That's on for the little bit of wind, I guess. That would be that one. 12 and 4, or 12 and 6. We will give you 20 and 4 instead. Welcome to Mireville Forest East. You discovered East Mirevale. Some recipes, pin ideas, and of course pages for the regional guidebook. Welcome to Mireville Vale. In the Mirevale Forest, you will find yourself lost. To find yourself lost is to find yourself. How convenient. I've heard a new legend. It tells of a woman in the Mirevale Forest who turns into a tree after eating an entire fir tree with a spoon. Okay. And we'll find mushrooms, straws, flowers, and shells. We'll also find a spruit, and another spruit, and yet another spruit. It tells us we should probably retreat from them, but... or not. Oxalis. Come with a heart of gloom, leave with your soul in bloom. That's an oxalis. Now you know. The sawmill. That's a lot of wood. The dump. Why do we have to learn things from old books when everyone just throws them away? Says one schoolboy. And of course the station. We never managed to get a train under it, but it's awful pretty. I'm sure we can get a train under it soon enough. We got plans for a fawn, pinecone, tunneler, sawfly, strawberry, shroom pizza, pumpkin soup, fish sushi, fish poke bowl, fish maki, avocado rolls, and of course those guidebook pages. It's a lot of recipes. Hi. Speaking of fly saws and weird dogs. You're being really mean to Syl right now. I want you to know that. Woo, iron ore. I have obtained the straw. That is not how strawberries grow, but okay. Oh no, more of these. Ooh, a new type. A destroyer. Destroyer. Alright, well, I guess we'll binge them in. Benjamin again. And now it's worthwhile to do that one. Destroyed, fly saw destroyed. And rocks fall on the were-dog. Woo. Ooh, liquid rust that time. Oh no! Spruits. And forest shule. Ow. Moshang's losing it, apparently. Is delayed for some turns instead of playing their next skill. Ah. That's a shame. We've obtained wood, wool, and milk. What fun. More straws and more fights with them. This time including a different forest shule. Goring, painful. Only one went down. You really don't like mushing, huh? But it's fine, you're all dead. Never mind. More wood wool. And strab. And mustard. And strab. This just takes me down to something. I'm gonna guess. Mushroom House. Visit the singing creatures in the Mire Vale Refuge.
Hi.
Nope, nope.
No.
Wait,
Wait, what do you mean?
nope.
Oh, really? But of course, you're right. I am memory. I am gratitude.
Meta has unlocked a new skill, Melosaurus. So now Melosaurus could be a multi-hit. We don't have any multi-hits, so it's going to be multi-hit. Nope. Ba-da-bum. Oh, it's you and I'm already. We will rebuild Oxalis in no time. Easy, Jasmine. We haven't reclaimed the city yet. What happened exactly? With the life of the crystal shortage, it's been tough. We were looking forward to having a moment of celebration as a community. The Strawberry Festival opening concert had barely even started. Everyone was having fun. And then...
The carcasses barged through the door of the dump, ravaged everything before we could even understand what was happening.
I saw them. I was in the dump when it happened. They came right through the wall, I swear. And those carcasses were different, not worn out like the ones we usually find. No, they were like brand new.
When I think of those damn creatures prowling the streets, it makes me sick to my stomach.
We must go to Oxalis and rid the streets of these carcasses. Yes, but it won't be enough. When I looked into the hole in the wall at the dump, I saw a huge carcass. We will have to go there and defeat this monster. Don't worry, we'll help you get Oxalis back. Welcome back. When the city will be free of the carcasses, join us in the main square. Then we will begin reconstruction. Don't you dare tell me I'm going to have to, like, fix multiple towns. You got money, at least. Destroy 5 carcasses in the city and destroy the big one in the library. Okay. Ooh, treasure. This treasure was a forest shool pin. 14 fight. Ooh, 6 armor and 4 speed. Alrighty, Moshan, what are your pins for? Defense, fire, and ice. Speed, earth, and water. Speed, fire, and water. Well, not really a good choice. Any of this, not really a good choice for you. Fire and wind. Lightning, fire. Well, you don't have fire, though. Speed, power, wind. Okay, there we go. That one. That'll be good enough. Bam. But we can Benjamin, but, you know, it's probably fine in the long run. So we have overall power better, supposedly. Jotty asked me to coordinate the Selfless Mages in Oxalis. Thanks to magic, we'll soon be rebuilding the city. Thank you for rising up to this occasion. In times of strife and uncertainty, solidarity is our only hope at Constancy. Crystal shortages and now this attack. Constancy is really put to the test. When's the city will be free of carcasses, John and Matt? Yeah, we already talked about this.
I hope this incident did not put everyone off strawberries.
The carcasses attacked the village in the middle of the Strawberry Festival concert. I can't believe this is a coincidence. Maybe. Maybe they wanted to join the party? It is true that the band Troust can have that effect on the audience. Once I saw someone throw a table on the stage during one of their concerts. But still, those poor carcasses, you can't help but feel for them. And give them little kisses. Maybe not, but makes me think. I have a special request. I would like you to walk a mile in someone's shoes. Whose shoes? I mean, how can I put it? You know. And it would make much more sense if it was literally. We don't. Walk a mile, but in whose shoes? Every single time a hyena gives us a quest, it's like this. Because like the last one was like, hey, for my quest for you is to just live life. And we're like, finally an easy quest. And they're like, or finally an easy request. And he's like, really? Are you sure? And if we look at the fucking quest right here, it's just here. So here it is. All I ask is that you live, and love every second of it. Ain't easy to ask for once. Oh, you really think so? The objective, just keep on keeping on. Every time. And we eventually do it, you know, but yeah. It would not surprise me in the least bit, no. Quite frankly, for this is like the one that makes the most sense to me, frankly. The one that we just got. Simply for the fact that we have a character who can transform into things. So it's probably secretly just like, use that person's, you know, have them do an attack like X number of times. Granted, that's me, you know, hoping it'll be something easy, but it probably won't be. Like I said, we eventually do all the quests in the long run. It just happens. I just don't know what triggers them. You know? Love living could be heal. Who knows? I don't heal very much, so that might take forever. Anyway, maybe we can make that mustard whatever. Woo. We can make something. We can make both this and the mustard whatever. God, it's still such a horrible name. I know we talked about this the last time. Everything about this seems pretty good, honestly. Except that it's called mustard stew. Oh, geez, this one's long. Up, right, left, right, down. I mean, it's the only way to do it, really. And we've done it. We've made mustard stew. You can really see the mustard seed. And, of course, papier-to-eat. I'm gonna actually... Is this friggin... Papelotte. Papelotte. Emet un papelotte. Okay. Basically what I'm trying to figure out is it's French. Okay. French for enveloped in paper. That is not paper, but okay. That is very clearly foil. Oh. Un papelet. If I'm over here, you could tell me how to pronounce that. I guess I could also scroll over here. Go you.
Papillote.
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 Papillote. Une pipe. Yes. Anyways, that's just the cooking method. It's just enveloped in paper. The parcel is typically made from folded parchment paper, but other materials such as a paper bag or aluminum foil may be used. The parcel holds in moisture to steam the food. Said moisture coming probably from that spiritual nectar there. Oh. The pocket is created by overlapping circles of paper or foil and folding them in tightly around the food to create a seal. I mean, that's not that fancy, quite frankly. That's basically how you make campfire food when you're in Scouts. It's a fancy baked potato, yeah, pretty much. Or like I said, or, you know, Scout food, you know, you put a bunch of crap into foil. You get it all tightly sealed so nothing, you know, slips out, and then you bury it under the coals of the fire, or amongst the coals of the fire. And then you pull out and you go, I think this is cooked. Maybe. Oh, okay, whatever. I guess we'll just eat that. And then you have it. It's like, this just tastes like hot But it's food, I guess, question mark. Why didn't we bring hot dogs? Because I don't like hot dogs. Okay, only directions this time. So left, right, up, down, down, left, right, up. Okay, so just doubled up. One time we were out at the winter rally up north cooking on a bonfire, and I wrapped a ham and cheese in foil and threw it into the fire. I opened it with basically charcoal. I mean, yeah, if it was a bonfire, I would imagine that was like burning real hot. Did you eat it anyway? Well, I mean, yeah. It's the food you got. The last time I came to Oxalis, the place was a tad more cheerful. That was a long time ago. And you were there, Opal. You're talking about that one lumberjack competition where you first met me, right? Yes. Seeing such a cute little girl cut all those trees as if it was easier than falling off a log. It was hot. Now I understand. It's your sledgehammer that gives your creation supernatural power. So, why pins? You looked so proud and happy to see us all flabbergasted. And with such powers, you could have forged weapons and become an outstanding fighter. The hammer was handed down to me by my mother, who inherited it from her father. It contains the soul of an ancient warrior. Weapons. That's what it wants. And it's true that I liked it at first, being so strong. It was what I was expected of me, and it was so easy. But the hammer always wanted more. It pushed me to my limits and beyond, until... I came to understand that I didn't have to carry this legacy. Or rather, that I could do what I wanted with it. I understand how you feel, Opal. I know what it's like to carry a heavy heritage. And this one is the heaviest of all, believe me. So yeah. So she has a haunted hammer that demands she makes weapons. So she's like, you know what? Fuck you. A child. Heather, wild rose, elderberry, thorns, boxwood, violets, and carcass scraps, but those don't grow. Don't you feel it's dangerous? If monsters came by, I'll be as invisible as a fern. Okay. Mushroom. That looks like town. Mushroom. Look at my map. Where's this leading me? Leading me to nowhere in particular, which means there's something here. Mushrooms. Oh ho. Chevy little fox statue. More importantly, into Foxland. Waha! The Karsic Spirit World. Once more we are here. Once more. Let's try to figure out which ones we can actually fight. This one's closed. This one's fish. That one's closed. I better not have to go through the very specific ones. Hi! It's Seha, the burning one. I'm gonna leave you alone for a moment because I want to see if there are other ones that I could possibly get. Hi. Your friends are all gone. Tanjime has left with him? Yeah, you're being a dick. Okay, that flagpole feels weird. Maybe that means we've completed that one. Major curses, blah, 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 blah. Hi, what did I miss? Excuse me, you found the rest of the Resonant Well poem. You should go recite that poem at the Resonant Well at the lake's crossing. I could transport you in the vicinity. What do you say? You know what? Yes, please. Because I don't know where that is. I call upon you, Motomon, maker of dimensions, patron saint of travelers, keeper of faster-than-light speeds. Bring these adventurers to their destination. Or around here, that works too. A little walk can't hurt. Algae. Okay, we're looking for a well, I think. Like this. By the wind's torpor my thousand leaves rustle. Under the sun's ardor my old timbers crackle. Oh, hi, Aunt Lear.
Hi, how are you? I'm Meta. You're not very talkative. But we don't have to talk to understand each other, do we? As you can see, I am Aunt Lear too. But I'm a little short of mushrooms. Meta Aunt Lear, here I come.
Med has locked a new skill, Antlier. Ooh, Meta can heal now. Cool. Now, to be like, crap, how do I get back? If I go this way, I should be able to go to the, See, that's what... None of this matters. You do still try to chase me down. So this is the first one the very first one we went to. And by going here through here, I think that's the part that annoys me the most with that, is the implication that it's like you have to go at the specific ones through specific ones. So is this over here still locked off? Is the question. Yes. That's locked off. See, but now that's locked off. And that's locked off. So yeah, it's like the implications that we have to go through the specific entrance to this world. Which is a right pain in the fucking ass, if I'm being honest. Oh, yeah, sure. Tell me again what I've missed. We've come here through Southfield before, yet you don't know about the Famon Gym Passage. I could alter your constancy to make you like you came from over there. Yes, please. Now the only thing left for you is to face Famon. Okay. That does make it a little nicer. But it does mean we have to go fight Famon. Not this one, whichever friggin' one it was. Not this one. Not that one. Fish. This one. The carrying one. The gym is mine. Bow before me. Level 32. Okay, we are of level for you. Come hit me, see how that goes. All skills said something. Become heals next time you use them, right? And you summon 2 glyphs. Yours are all heals. I can't really help anything with that. Try a shock. Antler is always a heal. Let's fix each. Ah, so close. That's fine, you're now defeated. Destroys your two friends. I follow your path, Famon the Caring One, ear of the god of the tombs of time, blade of rebirth. We've unlocked the skill, Famon, which is a heal all, which I would consider swapping to, except we have Oriona, which does take longer and is much stronger. And we don't have anything to switch that to yet, so wait. Hey, can you turn me back into the other... Can you align me with the other one that I was at to start with? Yes, the Myreville one. Yes, alter my constancy in hopes that it means I will come back out at the Myreville exit. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one. Well, actually, let's sleep first, because we might have leveled, because I wasn't paying attention to if we gained experience or not. Still probably not enough, but we'll give it a shot. Give it a shot anyway, because if we don't give it a shot, then we're not going to get anything done. Hey, I need to know what level they are anyway, basically. Hi. Face me if you want to prove yourself worthy of this gem. Success requires sacrifice. Summons 2 Karsak glyphs. No, you're not. Actually, you're actually lower level than we are. What is... Cancels all incoming damage. Noted. In that case, yeah, I know it's currently invulnerable. I was doing that with the other ones. Ow! Returns the damage. Understood. Do it again! Glyph. It's up to you to make the sacrifice. You're going to tell me that I can't kill you with everyone in the party. I'm gonna have to let someone die. Yeah, right. It's up to you to make the sacrifices if you want to succeed. Yeah. I.e., Sacrifice cannot be the death of my things. Of your things. Ow. Alright, meta. A heart-wrenching sacrifice. She's moved and lets her guard down. Whether or not... Ow. Whether or not the sacrifice must remain, we will see, I suppose. Actually, you can't do anything that... Comes damage there. See, that's what I was afraid of. So somebody has to be down for us to be able to harm that at all. There we go. I follow your path, Essie, the Burning One, Pilgrim of the Blazing Warden, born of the ashes of the slumbering flame. Unlock the new skill. Okay, so now we could... We do have fire boosted. You know, yeah. Turn that one on, shift over to that one. Actually, no. Because you have a heal. Set up basically the same as Oriana. There we go. To potentially level up. Heck yeah. Bum. Now we're going to go talk to Fish Lady again, just to see. Yeah, come on. North of Chalka. Yes, please. Because I've been uncertain where those heckin' things are. Oh, it's hidden back here. Nunilly, wherever you are, this is for you. There we go. That's all fixed up. I very much appreciate that. I was amused at first by, Fish Fox Lady existing, just because for a while it was like, oh wow, you haven't missed anything now. And I'm like, haha, of course I haven't, you fool. But I now appreciate the existence. Bumperkin. Right, God, it's so expensive. Everything is so expensive. I need 2 more. I don't want to spend my money. Cacti, extra prickly cacti. Ooh, we can buy stuff. I'm going to the train. What do you sell? Junk to also shove into my friggin' town. Hi, yes, I would like to go. I don't want to go to Constance. I think we have to get back towards where we actually were going. The reason I did that is I wanted to see what the spirit looked like, and then I completely forgot. Rude. Two of them are weak to this most weak attack. It's raining. Was it raining before? I don't think it was. I've walked in shoes, is it? I can cook something. We can finally cook the bee! I don't know why I couldn't before. Looks like we could have for a while. Hooray! Congrats on the changing of the sheets of bed. I made bee. Shall we come on back in here again? To talk to Fish Lady to see if we still have things missed or if we're finally caught up. It's super helpful that I can just talk to her. And not have to worry about anything. Be like, you know, if I miss something, then this will happen. Just to work it out. Okay, excellent. We had missed many things, but now we're caught up. That is a Campuna. Not Campuna. Stop all the downloading. How dare you? It's a pretty powerful vow, being honest. Alright, that is 2 carcasses in the city destroyed. Not much of a city, more of a rustic town. Like, even disregarding the fact that it's currently, like, destroyed. Ooh. Flowers. Let's take a look at, yeah, now we're gonna wanna... When we go up, then where does that take us? Takes us to a campfire. But also possibly a cave. That's actually 100%. That's where we need to go to destroy the big one. So this is where a train could be, if they had one. More flowers that I can't reach because it's all blocked off by gross. Constancy that way, Facto City that way. Facto City is just a terrible name. I mean, I realize it's, the portmanteau of factory and city. But geez, they could have done it better. Hello, Destroyer. Look at you being all shiny. That was some pretty good destruction. Woo. Forgotten ore and diode. Obtained and also destroyed 5 carcasses. There we go. We have destroyed at least 5 carcasses here. Now we can go ahead and rest up, get life, and by life I mean experience, levels. Just random heckin' chickens everywhere, huh? 17 trip till of the year 0, year negative 414, Meyer Vale Guidebook. A Tuga clan has just founded the town of Oxalis in the middle of an unspoilt forest. That not only explains its flowery name, but also the bright colors that adorn its pretty wooden houses. Well, it looks like some time has passed since the colors are gone. You're a real expert, aren't you?